Welcome back to another episode of Uploaded and Unfiltered, the podcast in which I, your host Jermaine, interviews another content creator in regards to the journey thus far. I purposely changed that intro because it's been a couple of weeks since I've had a guest on the podcast because I am in the middle, on the tail end of a move from Florida to North Carolina, and currently I am in the last hotel room we are going to be in before we move into our house. I cannot wait. My family is actually a few hours away driving up from Florida to meet me here. And then tomorrow is Memorial Day. If it wasn't, or no, tomorrow is Veterans Day. Because if it wasn't Veterans Day, we would actually be signing the papers and moving into our house. But we're going to head to the furniture store to check out those wares. And yeah, we're almost done. And as I sat back and reflected on this entire process, from the very beginning, from the meeting that our family had in September when we decided, hey, we're moving, and we put our house on the market, there was 100% zero doubt that we were going to get the house, that this was all going to go through and be finalized. Zero doubt. I had no doubt in my mind. All of the things that came up, from the replacement of the roof, from a permit that we needed to get verified by somebody that we didn't even know about, just all the things that popped up, from the sellers having to sell their condo before they could buy our house, and us having to sell our house before we could buy the new house, and just the timing of everything, all the tight windows that needed to be done, all the back and forth with the paperwork, all of these things that we could have worried about and could have made this process so much worse, didn't faze us at all. And now we got to enjoy the process, enjoy the excitement of getting to move into a new space, enjoy the excitement of looking for furniture and planning a new space to grow our family. We got to enjoy all of that because we didn't worry ourselves with the what ifs or the shouldas or the couldas or what if this happens. We didn't do any future projections of things we didn't want to happen. We only thought, what do we want to happen? And that skill right there is something that I've learned over the years, and I feel like to me this proved to myself that I have perfected it. And now I want to teach that to others. It's a life skill, but it 100% comes into play when it comes to creating our content. If you move through content creation knowing who you are, knowing that the content you're making is what you want to make and you enjoy it and it means something to you, haters don't matter. Negative comments don't matter. Negative feedback doesn't matter. People who aren't there for you and want to see you grow and want to see you prosper don't matter. There were so many people during this process who had so many stupid ass negative things to say when we said, oh, we're moving. Either, oh my God, North Carolina, or oh, it's a bad time to sell a house, or it's a bad time to buy a house, or the economy, or aren't you scared about this or that? No, motherfucker. No, we're not. We're moving. Adios. When you set your mind to something, it doesn't matter what the fuck is happening on in the world. If your mind is clear and you have a plan in mind, like nothing's stopping you. All of this shit is just perspective. All of this is just thoughts, what we think, what we feel. And all of those things can be controlled. All of those things can be turned on when you need them. And unfortunately, all of those things can be manipulated as well. And if we are not aware of what we're thinking or why we feel the way we feel, then we could be manipulated and they do some dumb shit. We could be manipulated into imposter syndrome that keeps us from creating content that could very well change the course of somebody's life. Like, that's how crazy I think these things can get. A piece of content you put out that you just thought it was a throwaway piece of content could change the course of somebody's life. They could see something and be like, oh, I didn't even know this was possible. Or I didn't even know this game existed. Or who is this king motherfucker? He looks fun as hell. The littlest things that we do can alter somebody's life perception course in this world. And given the events of our election, I feel like it is better time now than ever to start putting out content that speaks to you. because you never know what that's going to do in this world. I made a TikTok about now it's not the time to be angry, and I don't think it is. I think when people hear that you're not angry about a subject, that means you don't care or that you're relaxed or you're just like, whatever. No, me saying I don't give a fuck or whatever is me saying that. Me saying I'm not angry is showing you that I have emotional intelligence and I am capable of controlling my feelings. In some situations, one can argue that anger is necessary. If my family is in danger, that anger might turn off all of my controls that would keep me from doing something dumb, but ultimately in pursuit to protect the family. So, okay, anger in that position, cool. But if you're angry at something that is not physically in front of you, that you don't have an immediate solution for, then I promise you, you're wasting energy. Still care about what happened, but figure out a different emotion. Get clear, get concerned, get strategic, get aware. And honestly, I feel like this is specifically to Black people. They're looking for a reason to do something to us. Let's not give them one. But also be aware of what's going on. Be aware who's talking to who. Be aware of who you're saying what to. Because it's about the. You know what? I'm not even going to say that. I'm a firm believer in speaking what I want to happen. And I don't think it's going to get as crazy as people think. But hey, that's just me being positive. And ultimately, like, am I happy with the results? Of course not. Am I surprised? Not at all. I always knew that this country was extremely racist because I've grown up in it. Being a Black man, a Black child, a Black boy, being Black in general, I've seen what this country is capable of. So I wasn't surprised. I'm kind of shocked at how people think it's going to play out. Like, if it went down how all this Project 25 things are saying it would go down, then a lot of people that voted for him are going to get fucked over. So that part, self-preservation, not really there. That's kind of surprising. But other than that, yeah, we knew. But fuck that. I'm still pressing forward. I still have plans to do things in this world that will leave a mark and ultimately change numerous people's lives because I figured it out. I understand it now. Yo, if you ain't been on TikTok, you should go check out the Lethal Shooter. I love that dude. He's amazing. And I believe it's 100% real. He's not faking it. Y'all can kiss my ass. That's skill, all skill. But I understand it now. I understand how to move through this world in certain optics and continue to be who I am as a person, but also prosper, but also feel joy and just avoid the things that I don't like feeling. I don't like feeling anger. So if a situation that usually would anger me pops up and presents itself, then I'm looking at it differently. I'm like, all right, what kind of lesson can I get out of this? How can I make this thing turn into my favor? That's part of being creative. And because I'm doing that on a constant basis, the ideas I've been coming up with for creating content it's been amazing. I haven't been this creative in a very long time. So as soon as this move is done, as soon as we get our stuff, as soon as we get settled as a family and we start falling into our new routine, that's going to be surrounded around being mindful, communication, spending time with each other. This move is shifting everyone's perspective, and I can't wait to share that with the rest of the world through my content, through my podcast, through my Twitch streams, through my TikTok streams, through my YouTube streams, all that. Y'all about to see a lot of me because there's no way that I'm about to keep all this amazing knowledge to myself when I know there's so many people suffering out there. So take this to heart. I hear you, I see you, and I got you. So with that, I appreciate you listening. I'm recording a podcast in a hotel. Never thought I'd see the day that I would be doing that, but I got to keep that streak going, baby. We're not losing that streak over nothing. So appreciate you for listening. If you haven't shared the podcast with a friend, please do so. Someone that you think could benefit from hearing good, positive messages. And letting those people know that, hey, anything is possible. You just got to believe it hard enough and start pushing towards it. Nobody can tell me differently. I've literally won a raffle in real time because I said, fuck that this last prize is up there is mine. And I walked up with all the confidence in the world because I knew it was mine. I didn't even look at my fucking ticket until I was almost at the end of the stage. And boom, it was mine. We're like, call it what you want. Magic, manifestation, positive energy, double slit experiment, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I call it superpowers because I'm a superhero, and just wait to see what happens in 2025. Fuck that doom and gloom shit. It's about to go crazy in our favor. So take from that what you will. Appreciate y'all listening, and as always, protect your mental, keep creating content, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.